Alright, I got a lot to talk about today, but first I want to address a question that I got on my Path of Destruction review Sunday from Badger13. He asked me to compare the Darth Bane trilogy to the Thrawn trilogy. Now, first of all, I've not read Rule of Two or Dynasty of Evil, so I can't do that. But I can compare Darth Bane Path of Destruction to Heir to the Empire, but as like comparing apples to oranges anyway. Which is better? They're both equal in their own rights. Both have things wrong with them. For instance, Heir to the Empire comes off as dated at times because it was the first expanded universe book of the 90s and the whole revitalization of the expanded universe. And Darth Bane Path of Destruction has continuity errors. So, I mean, to each their own. But yeah, it's not fair to compare these two trilogies, in my opinion, because they're two vastly different trilogies. One, the protagonists are the good guys, the light side of the Force, and the other, it's the Sith. So, yeah. Anyway, I hope that answers your question, and we'll get into this week's Tuesday Treadmill Talks. Well, let's get into this. So, I got a lot of my editing done for February. Yeah, that's right, folks. I've edited into like the first couple weeks of February with my Marvel Comics reviews. I hit a stuck point that I need to ask Matt for help with fixing continuity. Matt, call me Wednesday night. I'll be available then. Sorry I couldn't reach you yesterday. I ended up having to do a whole bunch of crap that I didn't expect to. I'm getting paid to edit someone's audio recording right now, so I've been really hard working on that. Which, trying to relearn the new version of Adobe Audition is a huge pain in the ass. Because certain tools don't work in certain ways. Like the cut tool doesn't work the way it used to work. You can't just cut whatever you want, which is something I like to do. I just like to cut it up. But you can't do that. You have to do a whole bunch of bullshit. Adobe Audition is great in some aspects and terrible in others. And it's just really, really, really irritating sometimes. It takes twice as long as editing in Adobe Premiere, in my opinion. I've started editing on my TV. You'll see what I got for that in my haul tomorrow, which has been edited. Which basically just needed to transition in and out. That's it. Which is cool editing. That's fun editing. That means sit back and really don't edit much of anything. So I've been editing on my TV, which is really nice because my MacBook Pro is too small for Adobe Premiere to function properly on it. What I mean is that physically the screen is too small for everything. So when I plug it into my TV, though, Adobe works fine. It's the right aspect ratio and everything. The only thing I miss is the Retina display. But I mean, I've gotten used to it now. So I've been working on that a lot lately. That was the biggest thing. Another thing is I started up ballroom dancing with my girlfriend. I know you're saying, oh, that's so gay. Well, fuck you, first of all, you piece of fucking shit, you insensitive cunt, for saying something like that. And secondly, it's actually really, really fun. I really enjoy it. It's a good cardio workout, and it boosts my self-esteem. So fuck you, you fucking piece of shit, I'm talking to you, you dumb douchebag. Now that I've offended almost everyone on the show, you may leave if you choose, but I'm still going to complain about things. Nintendo's about to get a can rant because of their Nintendo Switch pre-orders. I'm about to scream at someone at Nintendo because they're so fucking terrible with their pre-orders. I mean, they are. They fucking do some of the dumbest things. They never bring enough stuff to the United States. I mean, how daft can you be? But I won't get into that on Tuesday Treadmill Talks. That'll be saved for a can rant. But I am thinking about going to Nintendo Switch. But first, there's a game coming out that is a PlayStation exclusive that I really want to get. And that's Kingdom Hearts 2.8. Now, I don't have money to pre-order this right now, unfortunately. But I get paid the day after it comes out. I'm just going to buy the regular edition. So, yeah, I'm excited. 2.8 is Dream Drop Distance, which is a crap game, apparently. It's got the dumb storyline. But it's finally on a console, so I can play it. It's the only one I haven't played. And then some more stuff with Aqua, I guess, to lead out into Kingdom Hearts 3. They're really pushing it here with this Kingdom Hearts crap. Let's get into Kingdom Hearts. So Kingdom Hearts is Disney's Final Fantasy. In fact, it's made by Square Enix. I love the games. Don't get me wrong. But it's a timeline nightmare. People say Star Wars is a timeline nightmare. I don't think so. Yes, the EU has a lot of continuity. But fuck. Kingdom Hearts is a fucking mess. And it's only been around for, 15 years? And it's a fucking mess. So you got Kingdom Hearts 1 for the PlayStation 2. You got Kingdom Hearts 2. Right around that time, for the PlayStation 2, right around that time you got Chain of Memories for the Game Boy Advance, which is in between 1 and 2. It's got funky controls, but an interesting story. Then they redid it for the PS2 and they called it Chain of Memories. Meanwhile, in Japan, you had Kingdom Hearts and Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, which has more cutscenes. We didn't get that till much later. Next, for the Nintendo DS, we got Kingdom Hearts 358 over 3 half-days, I do believe. Which is sort of a sequel to Chain of Memories, but happens before 2. With a character Roxas that's in Kingdom Hearts 2. Next, you got Recoded, which no one likes to talk about because it's a fucking ripoff of Kingdom Hearts 1. And that's a direct sequel to 2. Kind of. Doesn't really affect anything in the timeline. But right around this time for the PlayStation Portable, you had Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, which is a prequel to 1. And then lastly, you got Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, that's sort of a pseudo-sequel to 2 and Birth by Sleep. And everything. It has time travel, so it's all fucking confusing. But to make matters worse, you have Final Fantasy characters in there, like Leon from Final Fantasy VIII, and what's his face, the protagonist from Final Fantasy VII. You got all these people in here for the Final Fantasy games. Does that mean that all the Final Fantasy games are in continuity with Kingdom Hearts? That's a fucking nightmare. See what I mean? The only reason I even can figure this shit out is I watched a 20-minute brief continuity of Kingdom Hearts video last night. Just why Kingdom Hearts is on the mind. But if I had to rank the Kingdom Hearts games, it'd be difficult. But 2 is the best one by far. 2 is the most fluent of controls. Oh, I didn't even get into they finally released the final mixes. They called it Kingdom Hearts 1.5 for the PS3, which is Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, and the cutscenes from 358 over 3 half-days. And they did it with, they made a 2.5 Final Mix. Came out a few years ago. I never bought that one. Like with Dream Drop Distance for the 3DS, never bought it. And it has 2 Final Mix, Birth by Sleep final mix, I think. And cutscenes were recoded, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, so it's just a lot of shit, is what it boils down to. And now we get 2.8, which is Dream Drop Distance. And I guess some other crap. The final chapter prologue is what they're calling it. So maybe we get 3 at the end of this year. I doubt it. We'll probably wait till next year because guess what comes out in March? Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5 for the PlayStation 4. So I don't know. It may be another year before we see Kingdom Hearts 3. It's not like we've been waiting for 12 years for Kingdom Hearts 3. But anyway, I don't even remember what I was saying. But I'm really excited for this. Because, like I said, I never got to play Dream Drop Distance. I never owned a 3DS. I thought about buying one, and then this came out, and I'm like, I don't really like portable games. So, yeah. I'm going to get it for the PlayStation 4. But I'm really considering getting a Nintendo Switch. I have about a month to save up, and I can probably make that in that time. Nintendo Switch is really cool. I think it's a great concept. I'll buy the Legend of Zelda game with it. And that'll probably be the only game I have on it for a little while. Till Mario comes out. Which, this is weird. This is a Nintendo console that doesn't have a Mario game coming out for it immediately. Like every Nintendo console I can think of had a Mario game come out with it on launch. With maybe not the Wii. Well, I think New Super Mario Bros. Came out for the Wii when the Wii first got launched. I don't know. I like Nintendo. I'm not a huge fan of Nintendo, though. I thought the Wii U was garbage. I didn't like the Wii too much either, but I understood its purpose. But the Wii U, fucking trash. Why do I need an iPad to play a console game? Well, now we have the Switch, but the Switch is a little different. It's a portable and a console. So I don't know, I guess they're making Skyrim for the Switch or something like that, which I find absolutely bizarre. Yeah, it's a lot of video game talk. Anyway, that's what I've been thinking about these past couple days while I sit and edit. Because I don't have much time to edit anymore. Wednesday and Sunday will be my last 2 days for that, really. Which I find so weird. But school's starting again. School starts this Monday. And I don't get a lunch, which I didn't realize till the other day where I'm like, you know what? I should look up my school schedule, write it down on a 3x5 card. That's what I always do. And for the first couple days, I rely on that 3x5 card to make sure I get the class on time and where it is, sort of thing. Because this semester I have a lot of classes that are in 2 different classrooms. I think 3 of my 4 classes are lecture and lab, so they take all day. Because I have less classes this semester, but I'm only 1 unit less than I was last semester. I'm 13 units. But because my English class is 4 units, which that's something weird that I haven't talked about. I haven't taken English in 2 semesters. And I usually end up dropping English, if I can be honest. And here's why. I usually overfill my schedule, and then I'm like, I hate English. It takes up way too much time. And I get rid of it. Well, I got told by my counselor, and he's like, hey, you have 2 Englishes left. You need to take them now. Because you're letting them pile up. And I'm like, no kidding. So I'm doing the English thing. Because I've done the same thing with science. And now I've got 3 science classes in a lab that I still have to do. That I can't do at the same time. So that's 3 semesters I have to be here. So, another year. Just on science alone. And I have another math, and I have Just so much crap. There's so much crap. I'm like going to be here forever. It's annoying. But I can't take summer classes because I gotta work. That whole credit card payment's a bitch. You know? I complain about my credit card payment all the time. I really do. Because it fucking sucks. I hate being responsible. It's fucking horrible. Yeah. Yeah, guess where my tax return goes? To my credit card. Yeah. Such is life and financing and economics. Holy shit, this is like a 16-minute Tuesday Treadmill talks to me bitching about my financial strains. And they're not even bad. I don't own a house. I mean, that's ridiculous. So first world. You know, people in Africa are wondering when their next meal is. I'm complaining about a credit card bill. A credit card bill. Not like multiple ones. Just one single one. I'm so fucking petty sometimes. I apologize, everyone. Yeah. I played the Resident Evil 7 demo for my PlayStation. I'm like, I'm just gonna wait for to build my PC, which will probably be like this summer at this point. That's when I'll have time. And I'll get my VR headset and I'll play it that way and play it on my toilet. So if I dump ass in my pants, it goes in the toilet. Sorry, Caitlin. I know you wanted me to get it on PlayStation. That's not gonna happen. If I have to pick between Kingdom Hearts 2.8 and Resident Evil 7 that both come out on the same day, I'm gonna pick Kingdom Hearts. No matter what. So yeah, that's pretty much this Tuesday Treadmill Talks. Not a whole lot else to talk about. The garbage finally came. He's late. Because I was late getting here. Although that might just actually be the garbage man. Because the garbage man shows up later than the yard waste and recycle. Because for whatever reason the town ordinance is they have to come at the earliest 7 o'clock. Because the trucks are so goddamn big and so goddamn loud that it's like really awful. So the yard waste and recycle guys come in at 7 on the dot. And that's why every time I always look over there, I'm like, oh, they're picking up the garbage. Or the recycle and the yard waste. Garbage comes later. A lot later. Usually by half an hour or so. So I'm running late today. Got work. I'll see if I have anything that I can mess with on my computer at lunch today. If not, I'm just going to read some Marvel Star Wars comics. That's pretty much like, look, I can't read multiple things this semester. I can only read one thing at a time. And I've chosen the Marvel Star Wars comics because that's the thing I'm behind the most. Because that's what happens. Although the good news with this semester, before I leave, is there's only like 2 textbooks this semester because the other 2 classes are on the computer. My major classes. Which is fucking awesome, by the way. But I won't really get into that. But, anyway, one of the textbooks I think I own. I had to use it for another class a while back. Like several semesters back. So I don't know if I still own it or not. But that means I have to go under my bed and into my paperback stash and see if I still have it. Because if I do, that's going to be fucking rad. Even though it's like $12. It's a book. As opposed to my $100 government textbook. Which, yes, I'm finally taking government. I figured I took history last semester, and for whatever reason, there's certain histories at certain governments. I think it's supposed to be United States only stuff, I do believe. They're in a separate category from world stuff. Like, they don't even count for the same type of units. The US stuff counts for, like, history and government, but the world stuff counts as, like, humanities or something weird. And I'm like, what the fuck? But, you know, it is what it is. So, anyway, guys, have a nice day.